place, child.
Welcome to Concrete Reality TV, where we strive to know more and do more with what we know. Thanks for joining us again. This is truly a pleasure because we finally get to sit down and talk with Carmen Edwards, our auntie. What's up, Aunt Carmen? How you doing?
Hello, nephew. I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to have you on the show.
Yes, sir.
And then we got, of course, my co-host, my brother, Cool Cutter. What up, Cutter? What's happening with you?
You already know, amongst those who know better, so we do better. Let's get the show cracking.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's up? We finally got her.
Yeah.
Welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, even though you're a Cowboys fan, we still go ahead and take it easy on you.
We gonna get into that though. How in the world that happened, we don't know, but we gonna get into.
Oh, we gonna get the story on that, I'm sure.
I'll let you know.
All right, that's what's up. So let's start at the beginning, because we started with everybody else at their beginning. Everybody kind of gave us the foundation of where they were born, hospital they were born, and then we kind of took it from there. So with you, what hospital were you born?
Jeff Davidson.
Okay, so this was actually a Negro hospital. This majority of Black people were delivered there. Mm-hmm. Dang. And what is your date of birth?
September 25th, 1965.
Libra, okay.
Right. Well,
I don't know what they say about Libras at all, because I don't really keep up with it. Is there any kind of personality traits that come with that?
A lot of people say we're quiet and nice people.
Okay.
They loyal.
Okay.
Yeah, loyal,
Libras, loyal, very loyal people. If they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they ain't gonna waste their time letting you know they don't rock with you.
Right.
So they don't hide that.
Not at all, huh?
Like Virgos, we gonna play the game. Libras,
nobody have time for that. That's foolish.
Look, you know what? I don't like you. Straight like that.
Right.
Originally, you're a third wardian.
Right.
Okay.
Third ward.
And you're what number in the family?
Number 10.
So you right before Dion?
Right before Dion, right.
The baby boy Dion. So y'all were the last two.
Yeah, he's the baby boy, I'm the baby girl.
And y'all got the same daddy?
Yeah, we have the same daddy.
And that's Freddie Wiley.
Freddie, right, yeah.
Okay.
You did your research. Like Justin already said it.
You never got a chance to meet him?
I've seen him once or twice. He came by the house to pick Dion up. Dion played Little League baseball, and he came to pick him up to buy him some gear for his Little League. So other than that, no, not really.
Dang.
Yeah.
So Dion, the only one that really spent time with this dude.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the story. Everybody kind of been saying.
That was his baby.
He used to always come to the house during baseball season to pick up Dion. Take him to get his baseball gloves and stuff. And I'm mad in the mud.
Yeah, they said that Dion was the one. Seemed like he was the favorite child with Pops.
I mean, I guess it didn't bother me any. I didn't really think about it. You know what I mean? To me, it was more like I couldn't miss anything I never had. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I mean, really, I'm just cool with it. It's all right. It was what it was. You know.
So you don't think you missed out on having like I guess a father figure in the house?
No, who said it would have been better?
Oh, that is true.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah,
that is true.
Appreciate what you have at the time, and what we had was mama, and that she was my mother and my father at the same time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Did you lean on any of your big brothers? Were y'all close growing up?
Yeah, we close. You know, even now they think they're my daddy, Kenny Dion. They always been like that. Pretty much think they're my daddy. You know, try to tell me what to do or not to do. But yeah.
And that's funny because you older than Dion.
I know, but everybody think Dion older than me. But no.
Yeah. If I had to choose, I think I would probably have thought that you were the baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Everybody also. Yeah, everybody thinks that.
When you were growing up as a child, what was your personality like?
Pretty much quiet. Dealing with other people, friends, I didn't really care about that because I had all of my brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews. So
Mm-hmm.
We was all, pretty much together all the time. So pretty much that was enough for me, Like my older sisters, to me, they were like my second mother,
So yeah, because that was a big age gap.
Yeah.
Pretty big age gap. So I could see that.
Yeah, because while you were in middle school, they were graduating high school and on to adulthood, having children and all that.
Well, they was already out of high school. I remember they was already grown.
Right,
to me, they've been grown all my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because even with me being a little child, to me, they were grown. Even though they were younger, they were mature in their age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So I guess they had to step up with, being responsible in the house with all y'all kids.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And then what elementary school did you go to?
I don't remember the first one, but in City Gas, I don't remember that one. But after we moved from City Gas to South Park, I went to Grimes.
Grimes.
Oh, okay, Grimes.
Grimes. I went to Gordon Village for a year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you went to Grimes and you went to Gordon Village
for 1 year. Yeah.
For 1 year.
In the 6th grade, I was in the 6th grade, whatever year that was.
So, who growing up, who out of all your siblings, who would you say you were the closest to?
My sister Carmen.
Oh, okay, y'all 2 peas in the pod.
not really peas in the pod. She was just my protector, man. Yeah, Carmen could pack a punch, man. Nobody messed with me. If you mess with me, you had to go through Carmen. I mean, we right there in age, and so we was always at school with each other. Until she went over to Garden Village and left me hanging at Grimes by myself.
Was that on purpose where you had to go to Garden Village, or was that by choice?
No, that was when Mary, Ivory, and Barbara decided to move from Mama's house to over on Thrush, and Mary asked me that I want to move with her. I told her yeah, so that's how I ended up with her.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Now, that's something new.
Yeah.
This is a concrete reality moment. Family ties, unknown moment.
Yeah.
We never knew that you used to live with your older sisters when they moved to Thrush at that time.
Yep.
Wow.
I always thought that you were always at the Red Fern address in Sunnyside in South Park.
See, y'all don't even remember. Y'all was little then y'allself.
Oh, okay. So that's what's going on.
Cool.
So you were the first one at Garden Village. Did they have a music academy at that time, or was it?
Yeah, they had the music academy. Yeah, they did.
Did you play any instruments?
I played the piano for a short time.
Really?
Yep.
Well, this is new. I'm learning something new. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So you started out with piano.
Miss Baggy.
Yeah, Miss Baggett.
Yeah.
She was teaching that back then?
Yeah, she was there. Miss Terry
was
there back then.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is big. This is big.
Exactly.
So you went to Garden Village. You was playing the piano.
Yeah.
You were the first one to deal with Miss Baggett, Miss Joyce Baggett. I remember her because I had her too.
Because she asked me that I want to be a patrol, so that's how I ended up meeting her.
Oh.
I was a crossing guard. Yeah.
So the patrols. In case y'all don't know, because most of our viewers don't know, Garden Village is a elementary school in Houston, Texas, and they're known for being a music academy, a real big, real well known music academy. And then one of the positions that you could do at Garden Village was being a patrolman, a patrol child. I don't know what you call it. In simple words, cross guard. Kids cross guard. So you get to wear
patrol the halls and you get to cross the kids and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was basically a kid snitch and popo.
The kid popo.
No.
What was the? I'm curious. What was the demographics for races at that school? Was it pretty much integrated, or was it predominantly white?
Everybody. We had some everybody there. Black, white, Hispanic, everybody.
So the same as it was as it grown to be.
In my classroom, yeah.
What about at Grimes? Was Grimes predominantly black?
Grimes was all black.
Starting to make sense. So this was in the 70s?
Early 70s.
Yeah, in the 70s.
Okay, so they just started integrating at that time, because then when you explained it with Aunt Mary moving to South Park, or rather closer in, across the tracks, that used to be a predominantly white neighborhood. Right. And then they started integrating with the different, with Negroes coming in, and then they had white flight running out.
Well, you have to also remember South Park, when we moved here, we had a few white neighbors too when we moved here.
Oh, really?
A few. I think maybe.
Dang, so they were left over. They were the remnant few.
Yeah, but we had a few when we moved in, right? Yeah.
Boy, that's funny. Because when you think about it, you don't think South Park, more MLK, all that, having any white people. But was it called Martin Luther King Street at that time that you remember?
No, it was. It could have been South Park, and they renamed it to MLK.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it wasn't always called MLK, right?
Yeah, 'cause I wouldn't think that white folk would want to live around a main street called MLK at that time. We'd like, we don't want him. We mad at him right now.
Trying to integrate our schools.
We didn't ask for this. So moving on. So once you got out of Garden Village, you said you went there for 1 year, and then what middle school did you go to?
To Addicts.
Oh, okay. So Addicts.
Yeah.
So you were there at Addicts with Dion
and Dietrich.
And Dietrich. Okay. Right. Did you play any sports or do anything special?
I played basketball for short-lived, very short-lived.
You was a hooper?
I just practiced with them for a short time. I didn't really play.
What happened? Why did
I didn't think I was good enough, so I stopped.
Did the coach actually ask you to come on the team, or did you try out or anything like that?
No, I just tried out.
So if you tried out and then they didn't cut you, then you must have had some sort of skills.
No, I don't think I did.
Did she say that?
Maybe I didn't give it a.
They didn't start you.
Stick to it to try to see how far I can go with it, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you pretty much got bored with it.
But some of them was pretty good. We had a girl named Sydney Penny, real tall. She was pretty good, and I'm looking at her and her sister play. I'm like, nah.
She's like,
I didn't think I was good enough to play. Yeah.
They were a little bit intimidating.
Right.
I can't play like them.
No, not at all.
What was your favorite subject while you were there?
I don't think I had a favorite subject, but I like home economics pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, we made clothes, sewed, and cooked a lot. Yeah.
Oh, home economics was different back then. So y'all were really doing home stuff.
Also, from there, we end up working during the summer, making uniforms for the plays downtown. So it was like a work program also after when I got.
Oh, that's back when they had the work after school programs and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. That's when they took all that out and made you go to college for all that stuff.
Right.
They say, yeah, we're gonna charge you.
We're gonna charge you for this.
Right.
Did you have to ride the bus?
Oh, walk. Back then we walked.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have a bus coming up Belford till I think I might have been in 11th or 12th grade.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, other than that, we walked to school.
Oh, wow. So y'all walked all the way from Redfern all the way down to Addicts?
Yeah, and then from there we went to Worthing. We had to walk to Worthing.
Oh, dang.
That's a long.
That's what I'm like,
little
man,
route right there.
Well, we did it. Yeah. Even in the rain, we had to walk to school.
Oh, so nobody was thin back then. Y'all was in shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, one Dion played football.
Yeah, dang.
Well, how old were y'all when they finally got, what was that, the 73 that ran up?
Yeah, the 73, let's see, probably 18, 19 years old then.
Oh, wow.
Well, probably 17 to 18, 19 years old, somewhere up in there.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
You never knew that.
We pretty much almost grown then, yeah.
Let's go to high school. Your freshman year, you went to what school?
To Worthing.
Worthing. Okay, so how was that transition for you? Was that easy from middle school?
Yeah, it was easy. I mean, we didn't have any problems in school at all. I didn't anyway. I was pretty quiet in school.
So when you was in school, was Kent still there and Dion and all of them?
Well, Dion and I and Dietrich was.
Oh, okay.
And I think Ken and Shay was maybe just leaving. Were they there 1 year while we was there? I think 1 year while we was there. Yeah.
So ain't everybody knew not to mess with you, basically.
Probably
you ain't had no problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I would assume that everybody kind of knew each other back then.
Yeah. people
in
from
the same
hood,
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of knew each other, so it made it kind of easy to get along with everyone.
Yeah. Well, see, most people thought me and Dion was girlfriend and boyfriends anyway. They did. The girls,
hung out all the time.
Girls did. The girls thought we was girlfriend and boyfriend. They,
That's funny.
Yeah.
So they trying to make sure, is he available?
Pretty much, yeah.
When did you start getting into the boys?
I was grown, pretty much. 19.
Okay.
Probably at the age of 18, 19.
Okay, so at Addicts, you pretty much hated boys like that. It didn't.
No, that. It's just that. I mean, I didn't see anybody I liked. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Mama didn't play that anyway, so it didn't even matter.
She said, with your other siblings having kids early, were you pretty much sheltered as far as being protected from Mama, or
not really? I mean, I didn't see anybody I liked at the time. You know. Right.
When y'all were at Worthing, were you pretty popular?
Not really. Dion was, because he played football.
So was Dion like the overprotective big brother or little brother?
Dion, he was doing his own thing, so he wouldn't have known what I was doing anyway. He was doing his thing, so it wouldn't even matter. I told you he started life before I did, so yeah.
Way before.
So I was quiet, so that wasn't on my mind at the time anyway, Yeah.
So even at Worthing, did you do any extracurricular activities?
No, by that time I got in the work program. I was more so working. I did join the ROTC though. Yeah. Dietrich and I was in ROTC.
Oh, so y'all both was in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you was supposed to be going to the military too.
I did think about it. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
So the military wasn't that appealing to you?
Actually, after high school, Dion and I went down to the police department. We were gonna try to be cops. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
What?
So you're gonna be popo?
Yeah, Dean took us. Yeah, we both.
So it was that easy to get on at the police department? You could just go down there and apply, or did you have to have some sort of certification or to go to the academy?
I'm not sure back then, but like I say, when we did go, we didn't have our driver license.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was one of the requirements, that you have to have a driver's license, which we didn't have, and we never did go back. Yeah.
Interesting.
When did you end up getting your license?
Oh man, you want to hear that story?
Yeah, we do.
I think I was the last one out of my siblings to get their license, because I really didn't care about driving.
No, you wouldn't.
And I still don't.
I'll say you and my mama, boy, y'all the ones that say y'all started late with driving.
Yep.
So you got yours.
I think your mama started way later than I did.
Yeah, way later.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
did.
I know you wouldn't, because I know my mama didn't start driving until after I started driving.
Right. Ken Clay and Dean would try to teach me, but it didn't work out. So Shay actually ended up teaching me, and one of my friends named Kenneth. Those two actually really taught me how to drive.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Wow. And how old were you when that happened?
I was in my 20s.
Okay.
Mid-20s probably.
So let's go to your senior year.
Okay.
In high school. Did you go to your prom?
No, I was working.
But like
I didn't care about that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't think about prom.
I didn't care. I just didn't. I worked my prom, senior prom. I think Dion went though.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to his prom.
So you ain't caring nothing about all that stuff. You was really focused on getting that money, huh?
Right. Yeah.
I'm working.
I wonder what your son got that from.
that work ethic, hard work.
Right.
So were you into sports? The whole football thing. When did you start getting into that?
Actually, when I was younger, your Uncle Bubba would like the Cowboys, and on Sundays, Mama would let him have the TV. So he watched the Cowboys, so that's how I started watching, liking the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys.
So that's where this comes
Bubba
from.
converted y'all to Cowboys.
Exactly, right.
So I want to know, we're gonna have to splice this interview real quick, so we're gonna see where the division came from.
Okay.
We were raised on Thrush, not Redfern.
Right.
So we were Oilers fans.
Right.
So where did that division come from? Mary being an Oilers fan and y'all being the Cowboys.
Well,
do you know?
Mary knew that Bubba liked the Cowboys, and he would really get teed off if they lose, and she would make fun of him. So that's where that come from. Because he doesn't like to lose, so yeah, she would make fun of him when they lose, and that's how that came about. Yeah.
So she went automatically to the rivals.
Yeah.
just piss him off.
I like the Oilers too when they were the Oilers, but when they switch over now, not so much.
So you started early.
Yep. They Bubba the one that started this thing.
I can appreciate that because they hadn't won no Super Bowls yet. So
yeah, I know.
I can appreciate an authentic Cowboys fan.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Not the bandwagoners who brag about old ass Super Bowls.
Yeah. So now that you graduated from high school, did you have any plans after that?
I did go to one of a college, it wasn't HCC, it was something like HCC, it was Elkins Institute.
I heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I went there briefly, and I pretty much you could say I went to the end, and it was one of those fly by night type colleges. They didn't treat us right, give us our degree or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That would have been like an associate's degree?
Well, no, it was in the medical field.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you went straight to the medical field once you left high school?
I was working at a Methodist in the kitchen.
Oh.
So I always worked in the hospital. Pretty much every job I had was in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you started off at Methodist, and then you moved on. Yeah,
I had private duties and other jobs like that. Then from there, Texas Children, and from there, where I am now, MD Anderson.
Now, somewhere in between these steps, and you have to walk us through, you fell in love or got into a serious relationship with somebody.
Right.
And got pregnant.
Right.
So how did that start? How did you meet him?
We worked together at Methodist in the kitchen. Right.
Okay. So you met him in the kitchen.
Right. Mm-hmm. In the food service department, right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you holler at him or he hollered at you?
I think he hollered at me, right.
Okay. So was this like your first love, or was this somebody that, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did mama like him?
That she was like, this is my daughter. If you get her pregnant, you're gonna have to take care of her. That's how that.
Oh, she was blunt.
Yeah.
She knew what he was out there for.
Well, he was 2 years. He was kidnapped age, so he was 2 years older than I was.
And his name was we did allow Dion the option of not saying his love or slang.
Oh man.
And what was his name? What's your first love's name?
Charles. His name is Charleston Shelton.
Charleston.
Oh.
But they call him Charles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Charles, he was the one that wooed you and stole your heart.
Right.
Okay. So you and Charles, how long did you date him?
I'd say 3-4 years maybe.
Okay.
On and off, yeah.
Did you like his family?
Oh yeah, they all right. Crazy, but they all right.
And in between your relationship with Charleston, when did you get pregnant?
Probably at the end of the year, probably a year within there, towards the end of the first year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that in the? Well, I'm trying to remember. What year was that when Charleston came about?
86.
86.
Well, 85. We say 85 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember we were little. We was kids back
Right.
then.
So now you're new moms. Was your mama shocked about this? Your sisters and brothers, anybody like, what the hell? Corn?
No, they never even said anything like that. Not at all.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
I thought that they would have been shocked. I was like, "It's quiet, Carmen."
No, no one. Actually, no one did. No one was shocked or said anything. No.
What about you? Were you shocked about being a mother?
Not really, but I didn't really, made a big deal about it or whatever.
So you already knew what you was gonna have to do.
Right. Exactly.
Did you want a girl or a boy?
Oh, it didn't matter. I
Okay.
wasn't one of those people who were hollering, oh, I want a boy or girl. It didn't matter.
Oh, by the way, I'm curious. Did you have any other names other than Charleston picked out?
I was just gonna ask that.
No, I didn't. No, no.
So Charleston was the name officially from what y'all both agreed on.
Yeah, because it was an unusual name. I didn't know anybody. I'd ever heard anyone by that name. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, okay, we could do that one.
Okay, so that was
it
cool
wasn't
with
a common name. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm curious, we'd ask my mom the same thing. The last name, how come you allowed him to have the Edwards last name and not your boyfriend's last name?
Oh, because we weren't married, so that wasn't an option.
Okay.
Makes
It was
sense.
an option for me, yeah.
Were y'all planning on ever getting married, or you kind of knew it wasn't going there?
We talked about it once, but I already knew that it wasn't gonna go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the first part, I mean, was he hands-on at any time through Charleston's childhood? Like, was he trying to, move y'all in together or anything like that, or be
do the family thing?
Do the family thing.
We talked about it, but when you get caught up in the world, you end up going a whole different direction.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't work out that way, right?
I guess being a new mother, did you plan on just continuing to work, or was there any kind of goals that you had from that point on that you wanted to succeed at, or was it just straight motherhood?
Mainly just take care of him and do what I had to do for him, pretty much.
One thing I realized about these interviews so far is that everybody, as far as in the family, once they had kids, everything else was shut down. The men included. And like I told Dion, I admired that from everybody, because it's like, okay, especially the men, because men, as we know, don't necessarily have to be there in their children's lives, because they're not the birth parent and they're not the mother, or they don't have full custody of the children.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still involved in it. Just seems like everybody has this trend of in the family where once this child is born, all extracurricular activities are pushed to the side. It's time to provide and take care of this kid. And I just admire that. So I'm giving you, like I gave my other aunties and uncles their flowers, I'm giving you your flowers for being an awesome mother. Because I saw it myself firsthand that you put everything else to the side and bust your ass to make sure that Charleston never wanted for anything. I saw it. So
my sisters always used to get on me and tell me I used to always spend my money on him, dressing him instead of buying my clothes. And,
keeping him. Yeah, he always was fly.
Oh yeah, Charleston was fly.
At one point, when he was past a certain age, and I mean when he was still not even necessarily 1 or 2, I didn't see him as a baby anymore. You know what I mean? So I couldn't always treat him as a baby. I wanted him to grow up to be a man and take care of himself. You know what I mean? Like most women still today treat their boys as babies, even though they're older, they still treat them as babies. Yeah. So I didn't want that for him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to bring up to splice this, I don't know if you remember, but you were one of the reasons why I'm such a huge New Edition fan.
Really?
I don't know if you remember this, but I remember you were, I think I was out of school or something like that, and you had to go to downtown.
Uh-huh.
When Woolworths was still open,
right?
Yeah, and it was that Any Heartbreak album had just dropped, and you had your headset. I guess you was trying to keep me busy, and you had your headphones, and I would not give you your headphones back. I kept jamming that album from back to forth. Yep, I
remember that.
Yep. And we was on the 73. We went to Woolworths downtown.
Yeah, right.
And I remember you kept, I don't know if you had got the word that I run off. So you had kept your hand around my wrist hard.
Really?
Like, so I wouldn't run out.
I remember that.
And I remember I ran your battery down jamming that Indie Heartbreak album. And to this day, it's one of my favorite albums. So I appreciate you for introducing me to. Well, I knew about Candy Girl and all that stuff. But that album was when I was like, wow, this is a good album. Like, this is some good music. But yeah, I remember that. I think that album came out in 1988, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 1988. So I don't know. I think I was 10. Yep, I had to be 10 years old around that time. So yeah.
Say post Bobby Brown.
Yeah, I was after Bobby. Oh yeah, I remember that too. Bringing music up. Your son loved him some Bobby Brown, and you love some Bobby Brown. So I remember that.
Also, Martin.
Oh yeah, Martin.
Yeah, that was one of his favorite. He still watched that to this day.
So now with you being a mother, doing your thing as a single mother, putting in the work, did you find that you were losing yourself as far as who you wanted to be while you were trying to be a mother?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think I am who I'm supposed to be anyway. You know, I don't have to be a lawyer, doctor, whatever. I think I'm who I'm supposed to be regardless.
You don't have any regrets as far as?
No, not at all. No.
Okay. That's interesting because you talk to people, and I know a lot of times mothers, they feel like that mothers and fathers, they feel like that they kind of lost themselves in raising the child.
No, because to me, my family, that's what I was supposed to be for. That was for me to be around my family and take care of them, not necessarily be out and about or move to a whole different state or town. That wasn't for me. Yeah.
Right.
And did you ever want to leave Houston?
Not to stay anywhere else. I could go visit and come back, but Houston is my hometown.
With this growing up thing.
Okay.
We got a couple questions.
Say, if you enjoyed your childhood and growing up with your siblings.
Yep. Wouldn't change it for a world. I always thought I had the best brothers and sisters and niece around.
Any favorite sibling?
No, people always tell me Mary was my favorite. I told them I couldn't have no favorites. There's no such thing.
That's a good comeback. Very innocent.
Well, we're gonna stay on the favorite subject and give us your favorite childhood memory.
Nothing I can say that my favorite, but like I remember when we was at addicts at one time, this boy was bothering Dietrich, and we all had to like jump in and help her out. Coach Burleson, he had a nickname for me, called me Big Mac, because I was good in sports and gym, so that's the name he gave me. But yeah, we had to bail her out. The guy bothering her, but other than that, no.
Oh, okay. So y'all didn't beat him up or nothing like that. Y'all just, kind of touched him up a little bit,
right? Before the
let him know.
The coach ended up stopping it. So yeah.
The heart of the family back then was other mama. Did you have any whoopings by other mama or any experiences that you can remember?
I remember one that I know she whipped me once.
Because
we was out eating watermelon and we had, I think, 2 slices left, and Clay and I asked her, could we have it? She told us yes. So then she turned around and told us who told us to eat the watermelon. We asked you, and she told us no, that she whooped us both. Yeah, she whooped Clay and myself, both of us. Yeah.
she said it was okay for y'all to eat some watermelon, then she turned around and changed her mind.
Right. Yeah.
She might have just had a bad day that day.
You're right.
They say that when the younger siblings came, that she had calmed down a lot. Do you think that was true?
I think the older she got, she had. Yeah. I think most of
because we didn't get no whipping.
More so.
I said I never got a whipping my other mom personally.
Well, she was too old by then.
Yeah.
You missed all the fun. Yeah.
So you didn't have to haul no hay or nothing?
No, the boys did that. We just pretty much stayed at the house with other mamas while the boys went and hauled hay with Dad James. Yeah.
Did y'all have to endure the TV not changing a channel all day?
You have to watch soap operas. Oh my God! Yeah.
Say soap operas all day.
We couldn't bother the TV. That wasn't an option. Yeah, it wasn't an option.
That wasn't it.
That's why I don't like soap opera to this day. Yep, and on Sunday she probably did baseball and golf. So yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Even though we were younger than y'all, and we were the grandkids, that rule didn't change.
Exactly.
You could not touch that TV.
Yep. Couldn't touch the
until
TV.
She went to bed.
Right.
So, as far as an adult now, what are you doing with yourself now?
Well, right now I'm still working at MD Anderson Hospital. Okay. Yeah.
How long you been there?
10 years. Going on 10 and a half years. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So you actually like what you're doing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I work in the pain clinic. Been there. First, I started off in the PD unit, working with the kids. And I worked there for a year and a half, and then transferred to the pain clinic.
So that's at MD Anderson. That's 10 years deep. How long you got left before you retire?
I want to do 6 more, and that's it. Don't want to do 6 more, but I have to do 6 more. Whatever money I get, I already told God that's a wrap. I can't do no more.
So in your free time outside of working at MD Anderson, what do you do? What does Carmen do in her free time?
I don't do a whole lot. Go to church. Have a few friends I could count on one hand that I don't mind spending time with, and other than my family, that's about it. Yeah.
And you at what church are you attending?
Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church.
Oh, okay. So still at Wheeler?
Yep. Still at Wheeler. Yep.
When did you get into barbecuing and cooking and stuff? Because everybody knows you, for that as well.
I think I just tried it on my own. I think it's actually from eating a barbecue in Warden from Heinz Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
And I like barbecue, so I bought me a pit one time and just tried it from there. And I just kept trying and got better at it.
Yeah, you definitely have the hook. Boy, you done showed me stuff. Everybody stole tips from you.
Yep, I have.
Reolin.
Like I said, I always give people flowers. I gave you yours. Appreciate you for being my great auntie.
Thank you.
A great mother, a great family member. You've helped me out a lot in life, as all your other nieces and nephews, with knowledge, even a place to stay when I needed it, and just being there. So you're a great person. I love you and wish you the best. As you can see, I was raised in the streets. I ain't got a